Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your January 2020 general readings. We're looking at the first half of January from the 1st to the 15th, the very first general reading of a brand new year. Thanks to everyone for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Welcome to followers and subscribers. And thanks to everyone for all of your support, all that you do, like, share, subscribes, feedback, comments, all of that. And I hope everyone had a very blessed and safe and happy holiday season and are looking forward to this beautiful new year. So this reading is for the water sign of Pisces for the first half of January 2020. That's Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you are cross-watching for Pisces as well. But check all of your other sign videos out if you know them and if you can, because general readings always resonate a little differently for everybody, and watching your other signs can be more helpful and provide more information and clarity. And if any of you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading with me, just click on the description link below for more information and contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I offer a wide variety of readings in all main areas of life for you, or as a gift for friends, family, and loved ones. Love and romance, career, work and finance, general health and well-being, relationship compatibility readings, and particularly popular this time of the year are the 6 and 12-month overviews that I do, which take a look at what's coming in your life for the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. You can order them at any time, but I always get a lot of requests for them around this time of the year as we are starting off a new year and people want to see kind of what's laying ahead. So something to keep in mind. Okay, let's move right into this reading, Pisces, for the first half of January 2020. Let's see what is in store for you. Okay, Pisces, we begin with the Ace of Swords, followed by the Tower, the Page of Wands, followed by the Knight of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, the overall focus for the first half of January is death, endings, and transformations. Major endings and transformation. It represents the ground being, the ground being cleared for something new, which death can represent too. Major endings, major transformations. And we do have the Tower card here too, which usually comes in as an event which comes in unexpected, which breaks down something that you thought was going to last for some time, if not forever, something perhaps that was thought to be solid, but in fact is being broken down either to be transformed or to clear the way for something new. And what actually is over that card is the Ace of Swords. The Tower clarifies this Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is an epiphany, the light bulb going off. Swords is mental energy, air energy, how we think, our belief systems, ideologies, words, ideas, truth, insight, wisdom, higher education and learning, everything that goes on in our heads. That's what the Suit of Swords is. Aces represent the number one, new beginnings. So the Ace of Swords comes in and it cuts away all perhaps what you thought before. It is the epiphany, the light bulb going off. It exposes and illuminates something for being an absolute reality, and therefore presents the opportunity to create a more healthy reality. So the Ace of Swords comes in, there's some news or information, something that's being revealed, I think quite unexpectedly and quite startling. Although I have to say, Pisces, I feel like this is more something that you're hearing about that has to do with something or someone else that doesn't affect you. It's not about you directly, meaning that hearing this affects you, but whatever the Tower card is, the breaking down or ending of something major has ended, but I don't feel like it's something that has ended for you specifically. I feel like this is something that you're hearing about that has ended for someone else. And I actually feel like this is really interesting. This is so specific. When I get one single story that's that specific, I always feel like it probably will resonate with a smaller group of people, but somebody needs to hear this. I feel like you hear about an ending. somebody else's ending, an ending of something in someone else's life. I feel like for some of you, this may be a relationship-oriented reading or a potential relationship-oriented reading. It looks to me, what I'm getting is that for some of you out there, you have heard that somebody perhaps that you were interested in, but because of your own ethics, whatever, this person was involved with someone else. It may be somebody that you were attracted to, somebody you admired, somebody that you thought might be a good match for you, but they were involved with someone else. And I feel quite strongly that you have heard recently that that person's relationship has ended, they've broken up, and you are seeing this as an opportunity for you to kind of jump in there and see what the possibility and potential is, because next to that we have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I mean, my goodness, this is just rushing in very quickly, like throwing caution to the wind and then charging ahead. Charge! Without really a lot of planning, without really thinking a lot. Just kind of running in with all this Wands energy, which is fire energy, passion, excitement, change, movement, activity, artistic, creative energy. Fire is one of the creative forces in our universe, and that's the energy which fuels Wands. So now for some of you, this might not be the relationship scenario. It might be a job. It could be that a place you've always wanted to work, or a project you've always wanted to be on, or something, because I feel like you're hearing about the ending of something that could potentially create an opportunity for you that you just want to like jump right in. You want to take advantage of this window of opportunity. You're just rushing right in. It could be a job, it could be a project, it could be again, a relationship, which was the first very strong message I have. So you're rushing right in. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Court cards. Pages, and it's very young, youthful, impulsive energy. Pages are just starting out. They can represent messages or messengers, and the page is sitting right next to the Ace of Swords. So it could be that some of you, this message came in very unexpectedly. Somebody maybe brought this news to you about this ending, because I mean, a lot of people clench up when they see the Tower, because it often represents breakdowns and endings, some life-changing event which occurs. But for you, it appears to be an opportunity that you want to take advantage of. So the page could represent the message that you're hearing about this. They represent, the Page of Wands also, pages are just starting out in life. They have perhaps learned a lot, maybe studied, gotten information, but they still have that student apprenticeship feeling to them. So they represent being at the introductory phase of a new path. And the Page of Wands, which is fire energy, this is being at the introductory path of something with the slate wiped clean, this new path in front of you, and momentum kind of in your favor. And it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. So pages are the dreamers, the ideas, the messengers. They come up with things, but they don't often have the ability to manifest anything, because they're just pages yet. So we're looking at the maturation process of court cards. So we all begin as pages, and then we grow and mature and evolve into the Knights, the Knight of Wands. The Knights are the bringers, the deliverers of the tarot. They're known for rushing in, delivering what they need to deliver, completing their mission and quest, and rushing right out again. And the Knight of Wands, because he's governed by fire, is the fastest of all four of them. Very aggressive, very assertive, very exciting energy. That's what Knights are known for. They're the ones that come in and do the work to start manifesting things. They are the manifestors. They are the ones who act. In medieval worlds, that's what they did. They went off on missions, quests, they had assignments, they were very single-minded and focused about it, sometimes kind of obsessive about that. Typically a very strong code of ethics too, although sometimes the Knight of Wands can be the player, but I don't actually get that here. So there is a lot of this fiery, moving forward very quickly, taking advantage of some opening that has been created because of an ending. Let's clarify, if we can, this Tower, death, transformation. What is this? What does this represent for Pisces? Six of Wands, victory and triumph after success. It also represents public recognition, receiving an award, becoming visible. What a fascinating reading. So what I'm looking for is to clarify or get some more information on this. What is this ending? What is this thing that has blown up, ended, broken down, or is breaking down that you see as such an exciting new opportunity for you? So it represents success and victory after a challenge, but I'm also feeling a bit more about the public exposure or public visibility here. I feel like, again, whatever has ended isn't something that you were directly involved in, but something that you wanted to be involved in, whether it was a person that you were attracted to, but that was, with someone else already in a relationship. Maybe a company that you wanted to be with, but there was no openings, or a job or something of that sort, or project. Something has ended which creates a space which you want to be in. And the fact that there is this opening gives you the potential and the opportunity to put yourself forward and to make yourself seen and visible. And you are just, you are just racing forward in there, Pisces. It's kind of like you are setting aside your own natural water energy and taking on the mantle of fire and just raising your sword or your staff here, and you're just charging right on ahead because this is your chance, this is your opportunity. I almost feel this sense of giddy delight. That's kind of what I'm feeling, that it's like, you hear about this Tower card energy and you're like, I didn't think that was possible. I'm going to see if I can get in there. It is this sense of giddy delight. So let's pull, it's lovely actually. Let's pull one guidance and advice card from Spirit for you, a higher message on how best to navigate or look at this situation or this opportunity for the first half of January 2020. We have the Three of Wands as the higher message. The Three of Wands is feeling pretty hopeful and positive about the future. So in the tarot, tens represent cycle completion or the fulfillment of a cycle. So we're still early on in the path here. We're at the three. Again, another Wands. Lots of fire energy here. So the Three of Wands represents some investment of effort that you have made. Not a huge investment, but a minor to moderate investment of energy. This represents doing some of the footwork, putting some effort in, doing your homework, and kind of waiting to see the result. It represents that you have a much larger goal, i.e. the big thing, the brass ring, the thing that you really want, but along the way to achieving that, there are other smaller goals that need to be met in order to achieve that bigger goal. And you may be seeing some of those smaller goals being met, smaller manifestations on this path to achieving the big thing, the really precious, valuable, important thing that you want. So it's feeling very hopeful and positive about the future while you're waiting for that one big ship to come in. So Spirit is actually, I think, saying for many of you, yes, this is an opening and an opportunity for you, but there's also a bit of cautionary advice that I'm getting here, Pisces. Your energy in hearing this is that you are running forward or wanting to rush right in and just like throw everything into this. And while there appears to be a very good opening and potential and you can feel positive about this, the Three of Wands represents step by step, meeting smaller goals on the way to achieving a larger goal. We're still in the first third of the path here with the Three of Wands. So this is a card about doing some work and then waiting to see what comes in. So if this is a job, work, career, project, it would be, doing your best to make yourself visible, sending out your resume, your CV, applying for something, making your interest known, and being assertive about it, but not too aggressive. And particularly if this is a relationship or a person that you're wanting to, you really admire or attracted to, and you want to be with this person, and they have just ended a relationship. Again, there needs to be some time, some reasonable, healthy time for healing for that other person. So the Three of Wands would represent, you know, perhaps making your interest known, but not being too aggressive about it. Small steps forward, you know, maybe paying more attention to them, you know, perhaps maybe going out for a cup of coffee or a drink or something of that sort, maybe putting some more effort into having conversations with them, or you know, crossing paths more often or something of that sort. Movement forward and work forward, but not too aggressive, because in a relationship it is still probably quite soon for them, and you need to be careful not to scare them off in the beginning and kind of ruin that. It's kind of like seeing a rosebud that's very tightly budded. The potential, of course, for it to open and bloom is quite there, but it does so in its own time. There's a natural, organic, God-driven sort of time for that to happen, and if you try to like pry those petals open, you could break them off and just ruin the whole thing. So we don't want to do that, Pisces. So kind of step by step moving forward here. It's a delightful reading, absolutely wonderful. So Pisces, that is your reading for the first half of January 2020. I hope that it brought some clarity or some some hope and encouragement to you, although it doesn't look like you need a whole lot. Again, if any of you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading with me, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. Email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I do readings full-time, 6 days a week, sometimes more. It's all that I do and what I love to do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to set up readings in as quick and timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested, and we'll go from there. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the January 2020 mid-month readings. Until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful beginning to this new year, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.